in itself, maybe say if you improve, now so it will continue for good before. I think that's we call good. But here is the challenge for William Country. We'll come to you back, Mr. Kunta, for me to talk on more of the challenges today and how young people and also we will adapt so it will address the issues today. Coming to Mr. Ali, looking at from a consultancy and a legal lens, how you think say or how you think the community instability and tension directly they impact economic development and projects like this what we support the Global from World Bank projects.
Yeah, so I thank you, cool guest man. I really don't lay out a lot of policies. The government with an international platform and also the local platform. I think government will be for the issues have been promoted. At the end of the day, we also cite out some of the frustrations. So I think it just can, especially it just link up with your topic. Tension as a cooperation, transition. Yes, how we will get from money from moving out. So we own projects, I say the consults for the World Bank, we actually see them as an opportunity, this particular linkage, right? Because take a look at the community, gets so much problems. And we narrow one down, not a political, not a, but we just want how the youth man will develop themselves as a private entity. Government not able to provide all the jobs based on what they want. So your belief say to empower them, let them grow up in a private entity and make their business so move on with their lives. First, we know say, as I say, we narrow one down now waste management because everybody problem waste, from everything all side. And then we get youths back we idle around, pass, all that kind of stuff. Exactly. So can we bring this into here, follow it, create kind of reduce the tension, and then you see how cooperatively they work together for the community benefits and the young man benefit. So I think that we start off with the kind of talk policy there, or how to convert that policy for it put into action. Then get, if you want the city, get a lot of groups within waste management all over the place. But they don't get a core center, how they call them, they get a core management of all of them, whether the formal and the informal sector in space, right? They're not able to coordinate themselves. It has to be like a government institution running them, like the council, and they run them. We believe say no. You therefore get what we call a chamber of waste management operators. So we try for help them for letting get that association with force, right? And also look at downstream, we also get within the plastic sector, we also get the recyclers. So then particular recyclers and they help we for promoting to call circular economy. This plastic we see so and for making them turn into something else. We definitely the possible operates if the environment very, very level for them. They don't need no government, no nothing, everybody, then we use their skills. So that is how. Right? So we establish them through the day, we get an association of waste management, one called chamber, we get an association of recyclers, right? Now, we don't only tap there, we also say, let me go into the schools. We also say, catch them. Yeah. Right? So then we get some success. We have about 7 schools and we pilots like in Freetown, where then we collect where the school not left school. Consider the school as a community. So they collect the plastic and get them big bag and then they put them. Then when they're done, they go sell them, and the proceeds they come back to the school. You understand? So you don't see say the community, the school community they claim, and at the end of the day, they also get money, right? Because we don't link them up with recyclers. The recyclers they want the products. Okay, then one classic example where you demand them, we begin at that particular side again, cleaners and stuff. Then we just be depend on what they get from the school. Now they get extra. They get. And I think say that one good practice what they encourage every school community, because now we get buyers where they actually buy this plastic and they collect, it gets you. That's only one aspect. We also get then dirty the where we can call compost and leaf cassava and leaf all that with the rotting. Sometimes we just take our put an ammonia, they will bring back say, hey, this smell, it's too much. So we also they push for what we call composting. So that way they will convert this particular organic waste here convert her to manure, make you garden with her, or you will sell her to her. Because these are the practical moves we take. Then apart from that, we also try for make sure say in moving this tension to cooperation, for make sure say they also get the necessary finances. You know, like when they go na bank, they go loan money, then they treat you now all the same. You will go for go buy for go towards money, for go buy I don't call am fear. Then you will go for go towards money for go buy solar. You will go for go towards money for like space management. Now the same. You understand? They're not the differentiate say okay, then can study. But waiting be a try for we preach to the banks. Therefore, let not be the same. Because if you see say this man, they can't take this money for the benefits the community. They do something where not they pollute, where not they do anything to the environment, right? They even help for maybe a way the environment. You say when at the bank you operate well, you know what begin suffer. Where rain come, you go snow flood. Because then so like we tell us the need for put into strata. So that 25% or something interest that you put, if possible you to go for go seek money, when for recycling something, then they just make sure so they put on product. Now one digit, you know, but we did into detailed discussion about what the good thing is the banks they really like the idea, right? And then we get another interval because also like we on a beach. You know, the hotels and they all over the place, and that is where you also have a lot of youth man in the day around it. The hotel and the crumble with the youth man and the day by body. We say, okay, can you two work together? When I work together, that you get a ready-made opportunity of collecting your waste and ready-made opportunity for go sell up and get you money. So you go reduce this your body. So the whole idea is that all the intention when they arise on the side of the youth man, you go look at them kind side and they say, okay, can I develop like me bro we talk now? Like get the focus, like get the future work towards. You know, like get that kind like they are for a purpose. And those they are more like how the rest of the day. So bring that particular change to, right? So in essence, now then kind we not only the way we work with even in postal communities, you know, them pass a postal like them one with them demand them within their side and they you go there, they really see hardship. Then they live by the dirty, then they live by everything, and then they seek, then they spend everything. You see, una go use the environment, una go benefit to them, una go clean the environment, una get an opportunity for make money out of that dirty una don't pull, then una will get well good. You understand? So I think from tension to cooperation, I will make sure see all youth man, watch your area, find your opportunities, find your purpose, find your dignity, and at the end of the day, get a sound future.
Okay. I think this segues to the next question. We also they talk about for young people the way they listen or where they feel marginalized. What's the first step where they would take like for since we not advise in regards to the steps and the kind of moves that we young people have to take, you know, from now to tomorrow. What's kind of idea or cooperative idea where you think say or initiative where you think say young people will take?
I can tell you, see, right now, when you look at Freetown, the biggest challenge right now in Freetown, when I go and talk about what I use, me, see as waste management. We're not able to tackle waste management problem in that responsibility. Okay. So it means, say, when you look at the value chain, right, waste management, the opportunities where did it. Let's say, for example, if you do upline, maybe I will say go to agriculture. Yeah, you can get land space.
Yes.
Here in the city, you know, it's like a big farm now. So agriculture will be a challenge for youth man in Naya. But we get a particular big problem in our waste management. And we don't prove as a waste money did it. I mean, that is self-employed job. You get for what you call, I like you go na 10 houses, you get about the way you go, them bag all over the place. Clean salon all over the place.
Yes.
I mean, they get all their odds, but frankly, I applaud them because they're not still full footfall arm. Then they go host to host, collect them particular bag, and then they make money. Then they collect money, you dey see dem dey separate the plastic one side. If they get any other metal, they put on one side. When they come for that tree, then they sell the metal, they sell the plastic. You understand? So that's you no get no waiting. You just look yourself, say no waiting. I mean, better I would ban thief, I would ban this, I would ban can I engage myself in this? So I see waste management as an opportunity for you inside free time. And notwithstanding, if you look at the amount of youths within that car wash, plenty of them, right? Oh, look at this car wash, they can't be bothered. They say, look at yourself. Mostly because I don't get this car wash and I don't know what you want to. Look at yourself and see what other opportunity, right? What other opportunity beyond this point, right? So if you can ask me, I think for upline people, I will tell you, agriculture a big answer because waste management challenge na upline. People in the whole dig na their backyard no more they put again, so they don't need somebody for come collect the waste. Most of them are saying look upline. But inside the city, I bet you waste management are the key driver for make sure the youths are occupied and also that they contribute to solving the challenge of waste management as the city.
Okay, I think it's a very good one, and we all learn a lot from this particular one. Also, where we focus on also the climate, and that of the waste management here side. I think this all now for make we get spaces or platform that will engage young people, where themselves will get a kind of faith in themselves, and for believe say tomorrow it will make tomorrow it will create an impact on the society or the community where they live. Well, for make we also come to this particular one, Mr. Kunta, focusing on the youth peace and security agenda where you been on the top water. As a YPS advocate, within the practical framework where you will able to tell youth groups them for make them use, for make them move forward from violence towards proactive community building.
All right, so the AU gets a continental framework on peace and security. Salon they don't sign say they will adapt that framework in Salon. As I speak to you now, over 20 African countries then don't domesticate that continental framework to a national action plan on peace and security. Of course, last year, Salon don't make attempts through the Ministry of Youth for get we national action plan on peace and security. The national action plan now one framework where most countries in Africa they use for promote and advance youth participation into peace and security operation, governance, socio-economic activity, livelihood support, and so many other thematic areas that we national action plan can capture. Like Salon, so we now a post-conflict country, they still consider we, however. It's important that we get a action plan they go able for address or bring some of the issues there where the Truth and Reconciliation Commission we talk about. So we too transitional justice mechanisms that we get for the post-war reconstruction, the special court and the TRC. They get a lot of recommendations where they put out, and most of these recommendations up to date we not able to fulfill none of them. As a peace expert, which I will tell you say, now the reason that this will make up to now pushcasting at this country. Because all the recommendations the way they be put out, we not able for address none. And if you look at the recommendations then they will put them out for make sure say we address any future conflict or outbreak of war. And I will tell you say some of the issues that will be caused that 11-year civil war still they happen. We pray say we will continue for the in peace because they consider Salon as a society where relatively peaceful. It means a peace day, but so many elements the day where you cause kuskas still in the society where we for address and pay attention to where we don't pay attention to. However, I feel say this national action plan on youth peace and security now one instrument where government for pay attention to. It get a lot for do for advance youth peace and security in this country. It get a lot for do for change the mindset and the perception of young people there. For belief say they get for move from violence to development. And I tell you, when me brother be talk about some of the major challenges that we will get at this country, I totally agree with that. But I will cite one big challenge we get at this country, na education. Education now one big problem we get at this country. Although the government don't seek and praise the education agenda, kudos to them for that. But I will still tell una if una listen to me say, education are one big problem. Salon it hard for differentiate we will go school and we will not go school. Now for tell you say, education know the impact we or transform we in any way. In any way, you get people as well when they learn to speak English. With my mother, for instance, they not learn that language, but they still speak English. So now for this, not the way you speak English, not the way you speak English, you learn book. But when we go into serious conversation, the education where we get, you know, the transform the mindset for drive we to any sustainable and impactful development in our community. So now one problem then. Until we get education where the school we, how we go able for use we own common sense for transform this society. Make a good example. They no need for tell you now you all say get side for put you dirty. You as a citizen, responsible citizen with your common sense, you know say you forget something that else for put you dirty. You for don't get sense how for waste that you dirty, how for manage that you dirty, how for even manage your home so that you're not going to get plenty waste. Because side there for deposit this waste no need. You still need for spend money for deposit the waste. So how this with education go transform with mindset, even in terms of argument. I did tell my colleagues and the other day say, I don't know if na the world they count Wamat for people in this country, or Salon we be done there we get Wamat. But I will tell you say the generation before we not be get Wamat. Yes, they be negotiate, they be dialogue, you know, they go into partnership. But I don't understand this Wamato don't get this BNT. The smallest argument we go put with somebody, it transform into something else. And sometimes in the beginning, the person, this go school or no go school. So we didn't even understand the one that we go school small, the one that we don't go school at all, what thing that they do. I just feel say we education only develop we in a way that we be able for position ourselves for even the international market. When you say Sierra Leoneans that we smart. Listen, I tell you something. You know me personally. I speak out of experience to you now. Say I don't travel close to 41 or 42 African countries. I will say I don't meet with youth them across Africa and beyond. Even when we the boast say we very intelligent. Yeah, we education is so very good. And you always tell people, they say, you don't meet youth them from another continent yet. Yes, from when they're small, the education get curriculum where they teach them effective leadership, even for debates on national issues. From when they're small, they teach people about governance. See, this country, we don't know whether they fool with that. When we take the lawyers then, for instance, one constitutional clause, you get 10 lawyers, we get 10 interpretation to them. Okay, we understand saying our content base. You understand it? But how also with education we able to inform we even the least man when you listen to the interpretation with no bias or sentiment go say, okay, what's in a man you talk that to? Now how they call that judgment? They, oh no, this is talk sense today. No, yeah, this is sense, this is I argue fine. But the topic of discussion we don't get no clue on. So I feel say we really need for a visit with education. I'll give you an example, for instance, South Africa, they get this leadership school for young beginners. Now summer school. In the summer school, they not just teach you communication. They not just teach you negative side of communication and positive side of communication. But they teach you now how we're going for dialogue and result to a point in the dialogue. That manner of dialogue and approach systematically argue with somebody without use no foul language, argue with somebody without nakam, argue with somebody without expose integrity or result into something. Most of the argument just after the argument we get to self na art. I feel like say the education really the create that kind of impact. My friend, I will tell you most people that they done college, even for write the CV, they don't study. Now other people they go write. Even that letter they use for apply for a job. Now other people they go write for them. They do the whole degree course. even within the study for express themselves or defend within the study, they're able for do am.
It's like we get issue with the corporate
So we get
demand.
issue exactly. So even the corporate world sef,
Yes.
there's still the challenges for recruit the young people them way they feel say get the skills or the ability for drive this country go before. Even the corporate world is suffer. Maybe what I hear within the corporate world, you go agree with me, say the corporate world self they suffer. But however, young people them are still they continue for talk to now we responsibility that day, now we don't need to do over and over. This place a place with full of opportunity. Me with the African Union, we will do a research on migration, youth, peace and security. We go na the Mediterranean borders. If you see how people they live here now, so Monday they want return. I can understand say as young people, we very desperate and with so much ambitious, with energy, for know how the grass green at the other side. But trust me, if you go on the other side, you go understand say you grass where you take care, it even green more than the other side. Maybe they make use of the internet, search for opportunities and study more. I will tell you something. I will tell one of my colleagues say, salon history, now when I go out, now I understand a better one. Now I go read them. Now I read about salon history. Now I read about some policies the way that we don't get just after the war. Now I read about, for instance, the special court, a mandate, how it transform, how whether they establish with resolution, no resolution. How many of Sierra Leoneans they know this? The TLC, how they come about her, in outcomes then. These are issues where you feel say, even you know go college self, you for understand as citizen of this country.
Civic responsibility.
Now it's civic responsibility and something we for embrace with. So I still feel say young people them, we get a lot of opportunity. Make we utilize this opportunity wisely. We grow at the space, you know, and then we push politics aside small and we concentrate on development.
Thank you so much. And that's the key word we I think to affect the whole country in our politics, you know, and everybody believe in that one day. You know, we just say it is. But one thing again, Mr. Kunsa, is that waiting with the land from them people there. We are main public servants. You know, we can't for make us because I know you already ground or you already prepared in that particular one. But we will come and talk on now more so waiting with the land and how we as young people they use them in the corporate world. I think it's a very big challenge. But coming to Mr. Ali also, from waiting you already will explain and from waiting Mr. Kunsa just they tell me how will you able to vision this country in regards to peace and also for make we change with mindsets with the talk of civic responsibility.
Yeah, so like how I can say those types to foremost. You know, I know and I'm happy that we conclude for to encourage the Alakola youth. I mean, in terms of negativity, I will tell you all sectors there are issues, right? And I'm glad you also referenced the plan, the data for kind of bring back Masalo, so that they use them for push forward the young man, right? So for me, I think future will be bright. You know, development that's we know they just kind of want to know. I mean, if you read the American history, tell you how they struggle. Every country gets a story. The kind of the boy know what they call the stagati, the waka, the utina, and then stage here, and obviously anybody can jump them. You know, it's not easy for them to jump them. So you know, call you know, the jump on you can't no. And when you get that kind of situation, they like to make you crash because you don't go to the real places. For me, I call this alone a post-war country. See, the war gets a mixed bag. There's some people who go up at an early age where they see bad thing, and they do bad thing. There's some people that we don't even know the war. So that cross splitting, they get that peer group pressure, that they can influence that they will influence that they sometimes. You know, if they talk about war topic we born after 2001, you don't even understand what you're talking about. You know? So the problem is I want that we just believe no more say. Someday, maybe not in our own regime. Someday, the Sierra Leone youth will become like the American youth, will become any civilized youth, right? Right now, the government so the issues then they all over. All man they solve this, all man they solve this, and because the government, they get that consistency in them. Government one they come again your way. Government two they come they get another way.
system.
Well, like we talk as if we get that particular framework, every government we can now they watch now people in policy for the youth. And I agree. They get this youth service commission, they get the youth program, youth organization, as we said, as one political party can they don't change leadership, and they don't go and make my people in there. So we opportunity can now at the end of the game, you understand? So and it's open, frankly, like open. But we just believe that at some point or someday, the young man them, they will able to access proper leadership training we talk about. So they will utilize them opportunities within them trade center. We get curriculum now. You don't become a university now.
Yeah.
They get skills training all over the place. Then but most of the youth man back they still only attend the side. They no more to the side. Then they will begin tell you reasons why they know they attend blah blah blah. You not get it for it the money, whether they feed that, whether they this, you not get time for I will go to what they go school. So that is the bottom line. Me, I don't believe the Muslim. Definitely someday, somehow be good citizens of this country, and with them small interventions that don't relent at all. Don't relent at all from government now, the private sector. If, for example, you employ somebody, the person not prove for B, would that a B? I mean, we forget that kind, because you need a private entity, if you will develop now. If you don't sell somebody the manager, try for developer. Maybe he gets his strength somewhere we identify it. So once you pick up that strength, they can notify any other negativity he gets. You understand? So if we as society don't see we get the kind of situation, sometimes it's about arguments. So you go into argument, say this, but you understand person. Make sure almost you find a way for let you cajole, let anything not come in terms of tension.
Yeah.
So that's the mentality for some of us. We actually don't see the world. We don't see. Man, if we continue for tell Tifman saying Tifman all the time, we will left be Tifman. But if saying Tifman today, but tomorrow will make her to somebody responsible. You see, correction center, they all don't change now. Correction center in those days, when you go there, sorry, they breathe, they see nothing. But today, you go, you see they learn the carpentry, masonry, that kind of stuff. That's the idea. So I think if correctional center is not being changed, government gets a policy, they say they don't change. You get the young man back around the communities, they say they change. I remember the time where vigilante business, where IRF, where the soldier not the day. Now you man and all man they got in community, and man they did in their community where they give them small thing, and it was alright. So you get what am I to get witness against you? So I just believe almost for believing them despite all the negativities there, for believing them, try for identify their strengths and motivate them for let them push their strengths.
Wow, thank you so much. I just still listen and also they take note of all this one gets to we self as young people that we get in us, because sometimes there's the platform day. But how we will come together also for work together in a collaborative way for make sure so we grab the opportunities. I think it's that's a very big gap. And one thing also where Mr. Kunsabi also mentioned, therefore do it we develop projects, we write projects, we write for help, we write for support. But at this point we say after all way you don't write, they don't fund you. The gap, the old or that gap where you for can bridge, they even attempt for bridge instead you divert them to another way. And then they will make that gap, they will continue for the day. That the more we ask for help, we're not able to solve any problem. That's not sustainability. you know, and other things as young people we need for the own community, as you say. You know, if they tell we conflicts today, we say young people in this area they don't say, well, we there, we peaceful, no one allow that. They will be peaceful, you know. But young people, no one for also take the front page and no one for listen to themselves and accept to everything we be say either you wrong or you correct. Moving forward, because time not better again. Of course, Mr. Kunta, we also need to talk about the communication gap where we think say wait till we learn. Then public servants or whatever governments or any person within the civic sector, wait till they do, wait till we dey copy from them as young people. We say what they right now.
Yeah, so as I say, the book learning business now one big challenge where this country gets. Obviously, the education, I can always say, now a colonial system of education we still get. If you go now in colleges there, for instance, up to now, you get some courses there where they take over 200 to 300 people there, where the classroom self know they
Joke.
you know, and then they combine two departments then for one modules, and then they come for can take class when
And
the
the
classroom self
yes.
no they for occupy them. So we still get situations that now do they map they take class. We still get situations that people they not do the other one that they inside. So the education system itself really not transformed yet. So because you not transform, we don't get no positive thing where we dey learn, not just the same old thing we dey learn. I'll give an example. Look at with presentation. The same old pattern where I learned for present where I be college, and the same old pattern, the small one that they use for present, and almost the same model, same pattern, everything are the same. So the culture really not change, and I feel like now one big problem than they going to the public space, the one that we did before. I feel like the same dishonesty and insincerity in what they do. Now the same dishonesty and insincerity the young one that they do. You know, I don't want to put this into political landscape. I want to say into any stage na salon or any circle na salon. Almost not the same thing. You go to the mosque, you go to the church, you go any side, you know. The transition really not there. The same things where they learn from the big one, then now the same thing the young one they back they do. So I feel like young people then we need to own the space and make use of that space there and learn good things from the space. And I also want to say kudos to this government because they don't give a lot of space to young people. However, when we talk about them the other way, we will also talk about them the other side. Yes. They don't give a lot of space to young people. With that, now something very important. Of course, they get initiative the way they tell we say this initiative now for young people. We know say young people they still really benefit from that initiative today. But we want to tell them say we want to see say they do more. You get for be inclusive, you get for be holistic, you get for be transparent. Some of the figure they want to call it's important, but we want for the reference that figure the day. So that end the day we go able for defend young people them better. Because now if you can't say as a minister you don't create 2,000 jobs, me when you talk for young people then I want for be sure say the 2,000 job down there or you get for them with so 10. So even if I get for go talk about salon outside, I will probably say, yeah, 2005 we create 2,000 jobs for instance. You understand? We get 3,000 jobs. That thing I will really know what they say with better information about those issues then. So to the question itself, I feel like say waiting young people that they learn at this country, now things that way they not for learn at all. Waiting they be hearing, waiting they be see, now things that way even if they be see them, they be hearing them, they not for the copy them.
According to the trend.
We get young people that way depend on copy and paste too much now this country. The smallest information when they see, they don't even verify them, they copy them and paste them. It's okay for me somebody go lie and say whatever I want for side, lie on. But you as young person within university, for instance, now you for able to watch that information there and decide say this information are the right one or the wrong one. But we know you do research now this country. We know the one. Even among yourself, you will believe, you will surprise for no say, maybe take presentation at college for instance. Then they give una 4, 5, say una go do this presentation or go do research on can present. If you watch now, 1 or 2 people they don't really participate.
Sure.
The rest they don't participate. Now so they go they hide from research till they don't college, they don't get no research background. You can't give them small work on research, they don't start big one. You say may they write small theory or concept notes or research methodology on something, they're not going for them because they don't balance that all the days of their life. So we still encourage young people them say, may they concentrate on their development, they concentrate on their career, may they also able for be honest with this country and live for life by the country. We dey life by the country too much. There are so many things that we say about this country we not to true.
Yeah.
And we comfortably dey say the lie. We dey say the lie about people, their personality, we dey say the lie about institution, we dey say the lie about we government and we leaders them, even we religious leaders and we dey lie so much about them.
That's nothing no dey change.
So nothing no dey change. Now just the same old way no more, the same pattern. Because we know they learn nothing. Most of the things that we dey learn at this country now lie things them. We know they learn not even a positive something. But again, how many of these big people that they come on radio or TV really they talk the truth for make other people they learn from? Because that's the one big problem. I would say most of the politicians, the other day I will tell you say 2 members of parliament, APC, SLPP, they argue on water. Then they say water no dey go state house. Now water bouncer they go. Then they say no. Now water bouncer they go parliament. Then they say no. Then they say, but now they lie. Water no dey go yonder. Now water bouncer they go. Who don't go believe? If 2 members of parliament they argue, they never count the truth story. Who don't go believe? So this is the problem. So we know the learn from them. We actually don't learn from them.
So that's a very big
So
problem.
same goes to the constitution.
Sure.
You get 2 legal people in the camp, then they one clause, then the interpreter, that way, then the interpreter, then the camp, the other did the other program, the interpreters. Who that will go believe? Who that will believe?
Sure.
On governance issue, then they go can say we don't do so, we don't do so. Then they say, well, not lie, you don't do nothing. Not so in there, not the same way in there. So how we will believe and who that will believe? Which truth we will get? And take this truth to a young one and tell them, say, not so in be. Me body ki always tell we say we get for wake up one day, they say salon flag, now white, green, blue, not to green, white, and blue.
So then it's Tombola.
Yes.
Okay. Anyways, I think a lot of ideas don't be communicated, and we don't learn from them one day. Most times, we can say this now a platform where we give to people, well-experienced individuals, for coming talk to young people, because there are people who get the idea, we get the skill, they don't get the platform to exhibit whatever thing where they sabi. So like bringing other people on board, talk to other people with life stories, with all the experience. I think it will change a life of a person, and that person they said we will change another life. Not so really go small. I think time don't bet we, but we're not going to take comments or text messages. But I think Anna Dukure Jalo, they say well said, and Cambia Ultimate TV said they also give compliments in regards to the program, and always we don't do. But we're not going to go back and take all text messages because we're not get better time again. But Mr. Ali, ending up this particular program with all within we don't discuss there so today. In 1 or 2 words, within you will left the young people.
Yeah, thank you very much. Maybe not much of the young people, but like we big one there.
Okay.
I just cite the car wash
Yeah.
there. I just want to end up with the attire this aspect from the game. I mean, I know say the big one I really take for the car wash attire this. I mean, okay, if we don't able to establish that attire this say now, you get your mind to go to the event. Yeah, well, it's like for use that opportunity, all the gathered. Let's have a discussion. So that we will use that day, platform, not only for example Manchester, Arsenal, let them sit down there for like lie or talk politics. Let them sit down there and let them preach peace, let them reduce tension, so that they will increase cooperation. I think the opportunities are there, right? Craftsmanship, until then they one at their tires, learn some of them. Wait them for two. Now, if I slowly, they don't establish back Okada base. You know, you get attire base, you get car wash, you get Okada base. So your Okada base, and they back in court. When they only they ride Okada. So like that when they back, identify them. We, I say we got OPBI, we see the lights, and we must tire. But they meet them and they and they actually send some of them go. Like Okada people as well, give them something on accounting, how for the business, how they will keep money, how they will this, how they will take care of their bike, I mean it's all there, like I want to simplify for them. So get three sides there, I think the government will make side we all man go there, I think we take that as an opportunity.
Thank you so much. That's a very good one. And for Una with the listen, I think Una don't take notes, and not only for take notes, but let we implement them. Let we learn. As a big one, then we expect much formula, every seven formula we copy. And waiting me brother they say corruption, lie, don't too much. And if we continue for life, I will say well, lie till we can lie to be great can become them. You know, we don't solve any problem. Mr. Kunsa, finally your last message.
Alright, so the last message, young people them, make we put we hearts down small and may we they argue with a lot of sense, may we also they accept one another faults, you know. And also I want to tell everybody when you listen to me say there's a lot we get to do for this country. We don't begin do any yet. We the compliments the one that we don't start to do something for young people then. And I also want to tell young people they say we get a lot of opportunities. Look into social media, for instance. This is not one platform, like social media platform with this. So you self can think about the dream, forget social media platform. You can go into entrepreneurship, as the brother just mentioned. You can go into waste management. We can go into livelihood support and so many other support. But yes, young people in this country, they need a lot of capacity development because we universities, them and education system, no really cater for that kind of capacity where they come occupy the globe. Most of the capacity we need to give them, allow them past capacity. So they need more than the capacity when they fit job market. So we want to encourage you as a young person for continue for study hard, push hard, concentrate on your vision and your goal. It's not easy. We say we find ourselves in a country where it's not easy. We lack a lot of opportunities then. So you get to work hard for gain that opportunities then. Settle, we see you next time.
Thank you so much, Enemla Mohamed Kunta, and from the Youth Peace and Security now advocates, for youth peace and security. One for appreciate you for that particular one day and for the time we you take for Ghana Radio. And we'll not say moving forward, before they get you back, small, for come and give sense to young people. And we self don't take sense, we self don't copy, and we will make sure say we promise say we will change and we will transform from here to a productive stage. And as the topic say, from tension to cooperation, how can youth make our communities more peaceful? I think we don't talk a lot, we don't learn a lot, and it's all left to be known now for we the government officials, we the public servants, them, we the young people themselves, for make sure say we believe in ourselves, we believe in what we do, we come together, and for make we will achieve one goal for make this country better. My name is Arnold Kinsu. We always host this program every Wednesday, 4 p.m. And remember, say this program will come again next week on Wednesday with a different topic again. Thank you so much for now we follow me. Thank you for the media technician we make us live, and to the executive producer, manager Jonathan, and also the assistant executive producer, Madam Mariana Kaifona, and to the whole team of Answer for Radio. Plenty thank you. So till next week.